Most, if not all, that have their space on the internet, we're all familiar with what's going on with Amaranth right now. I don't need to talk about that. I don't need to go over the entire situation. If you don't know, I'd recommend going and watching a video and getting up to speed on that, because I'm not going to sit here and explain all of it. But a YouTuber that I watch routinely when he uploads is Scarce, and he's been uploading more recently, which I love. But Scarce covered what's going on, the Amaranth situation, in quite depth on his latest video that he released this morning. And this isn't content that I would normally make, or something I would normally talk about on this channel, but I need to talk about this specifically because I think it's something that needs to be said, and I feel like I haven't heard anyone just come out and say this, but I want to show you what prompted me to even make this video right now. We're going to sit here and watch it really quick. This is what it is, and I have to show you part of Scarce's video because these are tweets from Keem, and he actually wound up deleting the tweets, so...
Now, Keemstar came out and gave his thoughts on this whole situation, and he says Amaranth told her chat about her husband, who has been in control of her bank accounts, taking the money and also threatening to kill her pets, etc. Guys online have been donating to her for years without realizing that the money was going to her husband. He then says, clearly the husband is abusing, she showed the text, but...
Okay, so to preface this, before I say anything else, if you say a sentence like clearly husband is abusing, she showed the text, and then you say but, that's not a sentence you need to finish. And it's not a tweet you need to finish writing. Keem, grown-ass man, this doesn't need to be said. This is something that doesn't need to be said, what I'm saying now. But apparently Keem needs to hear it.
Amaranth herself has scammed so many guys online, claiming that she was single for years.
Never explicitly did that either. Again, just some bullshit lie.
These Twitch streamers don't care about their viewers. They all just use you and your low IQs to fill their pockets.
And it's funny that Keemstar says something like, use your low IQs to fill your pockets, when Keem is one of the most, if not deplorable, creators on this platform. There's so many things that he's done that is just downright awful. He's in no place. I know he has a news show. I know Drama Alerts, whatever. He's in no place to call anyone out for doing something wrong. And then again, it's still her husband was forcing her to do this. So Keem, this is the first tweet he put. This is the second tweet he put out for this. So
Amaranth for years got praised for being a genius businesswoman. Based on this new information, the hidden husband behind the scenes was the one making all of the business moves. So... well, after Keemstar posted his...
okay, so those are the tweets that he tweeted, and then he started getting backlash, obviously, because those tweets were, terribly, terribly... those were just awful takes, just in general.
This whole situation, he was receiving a lot of backlash over Twitter. I mean, people were just very upset with him, and there have been a lot of creators calling out his tweets here. They're saying that he's not being supportive enough of Amaranth. There have also been people just saying awful things about him over Twitter now because they're so upset with him over this. And Keemstar tweeted this out after he received all this backlash. He tweeted out saying, I've been getting a lot of tweets saying that I support Amaranth getting abused.
Okay, so this is where I think that this is where I said I need to make this video, because this right here is, I need to let y'all see more of it. So that's the whole tweet right there. Yeah, I'm all tiny now. So he tweeted this out, and he says, I've been getting a lot of tweets saying I support Amaranth getting abused. No. Or that I'm supporting her abuser. No. Or that I'm victim blaming. Also, no. I was just making the point that I don't feel like any creator should lie to their fan base for money. It's wrong. And yeah, that is wrong. We don't need to establish that, Keemstar. I would say everyone agrees with that. And when he wrote these first two tweets, when he wrote these tweets, or these first three tweets, I guess, he knew exactly what was going to happen when he put those tweets out. He knew exactly what was going to happen. Keemstar is a person who exists in this space, this online vacuum space. He hangs on by a thread. Keems has a reputation that is irreparably damaged from his own doing. The racism stuff, the him sending the hate mob to the streamer who I can't remember the name of now, that older streamer, accusing him of doing completely heinous things, using his platform. He uses his platform to literally spread misinformation and also bully people. This is what Keem does. And he knew exactly what was going to happen when he tweets this stuff out. It's all publicity for him. It doesn't matter. Keem rarely ever gives a good take on anything at all. He is an awful person, and I think something else that needs to be said, my main point of making this video is, I can understand calling him out for something bad that he says, and we need to talk about stuff like that and hold these people that do have a platform. If they're using it for bad, we need to hold them accountable, and we need these people to use their platforms to not spread hate and stuff that's literally misinformation. But these other big creators, everyone just needs to stop associating and just talking about Keem and giving him the attention. And I know you're like, well, you're making a video on him. This whole video is about Keemstar. How can you sit here and say that? And yeah, I get it, but I feel like so many online creators, they sit here and they talk about him and they give him attention and they draw attention to him, and we know what he does. This is a pattern of behavior from Keemstar. This is something that's been going on for his almost entire online career. I mean, years and years ago, according to something, I don't know, there was a thing in place where Keem wasn't technically allowed to upload to YouTube, and I don't know if it still says it on his channel, but on the Drama Alert channel, it literally had a disclaimer on the About page that said, this channel is not owned by Daniel Keemstar. They had to put that because technically he was banned from uploading YouTube videos, but he was still on the Drama Alert. It was still the same thing. And it's like I said, when he put these tweets out, he knew exactly what was going to happen. He knows that people were going to come after him for this. He knows exactly what he's saying. It's not he sits here and says, "Oh, you're tweeting at me, and you think I said something wrong? You think I?" It's like, dude, come on. It's just one of those, the oldest trick in the book. He's gonna sit here, frame something a certain way, be real tedious and kind of walk on these eggshells around it and word it in a certain way, and then when he catches flack for it, he's gonna, he puts his hands up. He says, I'm the victim here. I'm being attacked. I didn't do anything wrong. It's garbage. It's a pattern. He's a one-trick pony. There's nothing else this guy can do except literally just try the most outrageous thing he can to stay relevant, which is saying stuff like this on Twitter. Because if this is the only thing that keeps Keemstar relevant, is people talking about the stupid shit that he says all of the time. And, ooh, voice crack. That was terrible. And I wish it wasn't like this. I wish more people would realize this, that, giving this man attention is a waste of time. He needs to just be pushed out of the creator space, at least on YouTube, in my opinion. Because it's just all toxic. He always wants to act like he's the victim or something bad's happening to him or he's being targeted. He wants to threaten to sue people, wants to do this and that. And it's garbage behavior from a grown-ass man. And,
they all just use
he
you
did
and
end
your
up
IQs to
deleting the tweets.
No, or that bad faith.
He deleted the tweets because he said too many people were making bad faith arguments, manipulating what he said, and straight lying. And then he also says, I also need to take some responsibility for not communicating my points better. And then it's, again, it's like I said, he hangs on by this little tiny thread. The only thing that keeps him relevant is him just saying stupid stuff like this. This is what he wanted. This is exactly what he wanted when he tweeted this stuff out. He knew people were going to come after him. He knew exactly how this was going to end up. This is nothing new for Keem. It's nothing new for anybody else. It's like I said, we need to hold these people accountable, but at some point, especially with someone like Keem who's existed for so long on the platform and done so much damage and just been so terrible, we all collectively need to say, this is done. That's just my opinion on it.